So you mentioned there, let's just stop broad. You mentioned there, Luke, that obviously you've got generative AI. What is AI, or what are the different types of AI that, individual creators need to be thinking about or being aware of? Let's
Right.
start broad.
That's a good question because actually the idea of what is AI is the biggest question to start with. And I think, understanding what AI is and how it works will then get you into a place where you start thinking about how you can use it. Now,
Mm.
AI is a broad term. It's a sort of modern term which covers the machine learning idea, and that goes back for years and years, right? So we got those of you who've seen the Imitation Game will know about Alan Turing and the idea of the Turing test. So can a machine think? And that's how long machine learning has been around, and it's been around for. We will have noticed it with chatbots and all kinds of stuff that we used in daily technology before ChatGPT and things like Claude and Gemini came out before all those. So it was around. So it's it's a broad term. It covers things. I don't want to get too technical about it yet, but there's areas called supervised learning, which is machines uh, basically being told, say, this is a picture of a cat. You run it through the neural network, it comes out as a dog, and you go, no, that's not right. And then you do it again, and you show it in back propagated supervised learning. That's machine learning. And then there's uh, unsupervised learning, which is a machine will go into unstructured data and find trends. Yeah. And those are all machine learning. And then you've also got the deep learning element, which is where you're using neural networks, which are it's they were originally called artificial neural networks because they are based on how the brain works. You have these little nodes, and you have the machine versions of synapses between the nodes, and as the information you have a starting node and an end node, and it goes through many layers of all these nodes, and those are calculations basically. So it's like a massive great big calculator doing thousands and thousands of calculations, and that's why it's so powerful when it comes to being used for things like complicated, like how many pixels there are in an image and how you can manipulate that into something that's moving for the film industry. Just to put it into context, right? And this is, I love this fact is the mind blowingness. Is there was a neural network that it was called AlphaGo. I don't know, some of you might have heard of it before, but it was a machine that played a game of Go, which is a game against the world champion, and it won. And the connections in that neural network were more than there were atoms in the universe. That shows you how big these things are. I love that fact because it makes my head go. So yeah, that's a very broad explanation of what machine learning is, but it's a very big and quite complicated subject.